What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dunsky G, and welcome back to another video, baby. And I hope everyone's having a great, wonderful day. And if you are not having a great, wonderful day, I hope your day gets even better to the best that it can be. But without further ado, today I bring you guys to a video of me giving you guys different tips and tricks on how to get placement in the top 1500 or 2500 or whatever region you're in for the Winter Royale. Now today I actually achieved getting into place 1314 with my duo Jaleel Love, and almost placing in the European tournament, but only needing one more point. So basically, I'm not going to get into all the extraness. I hope everyone's having a great, wonderful time, happy holidays, things like that. But without further ado, right into the video. The number one step in this actual tournament is your landing spot. Your landing spot is absolutely crucial. You and your teammate have to figure out a great landing spot and a great rotation in where you're going to go and how you're going to move, what place you're going to go from place to place in order for you to get good loot, good shield, good meds, anything like that possible. Landing spot is absolutely crucial in this tournament because your landing spot and what type of loot you get can depict how you play for your early game and the rest of the game, actually. Okay, you have to land on it. You and your teammate have to figure out a good rotation spot for how you guys are going to get good ammo, shield, weapons if your first drop isn't that good, meds on deck, place you can actually take cover in, hide from enemies, help attack and sneak up on enemies, things like that. Alright, first off is your landing spot. Your next step has got to be communication. You and your teammate have to communicate at all times, 24/7, okay, or 25/8 at all times. Miscommunication can be the actual split second of winning and losing a game. You and your teammate have to know how each other plays, where you're gonna move to, what box, when you're gonna leave out your box, who you're gonna shoot at, things like that. It's best to concentrate your fire at one enemy instead of spraying at two different enemies, because a kill is a kill and one kill is a point. So if you and your teammate spray the same person and get a kill, then hey, that's an extra point, or that's a 2v1 against his next teammate. Okay, communication is absolutely crucial. You and your teammate must stay together and stick by each other's sides in all times of this tournament. To be honest, me and Jaleel Love actually ended up splitting for each other in a series of games and ended up losing and dying in all of those series of games. Communication is key, and you have to stay with your teammate majority of the time. Okay, splitting up is not recommended. It could actually lead to a harder game and a harder way to play. Okay, those are your first two steps. For the first two steps, you got your landing spot, and next step you got communication. And now on to the next step. So for the next step we're going on to is how to play the end game. Now basically playing your end game is pretty simple. I'm gonna explain this to the best way I can for you guys. Don't be too anxious, meaning be patient. Don't be rushing to get into action. Don't be rushing to shoot people, things like that. Do not be in any type of rush to get in any type of action, any type of gunfight, things like that. Because I'm telling you, the key to winning these type of tournaments is being patient. If you strive out too much, or if you go out for action too much and things like that, you draw more and more attention to yourself. Excuse me. Being honest, playing in this tournament, it was very, very anxious, and you know, it brought up my anxiety and things like that, because there was a lot of time where I wanted to shoot people, things like that, but I never did. Okay, but me not shooting them helped me make it farther into the end game, right? As weird as it sounds, it's honestly the actual truth. So basically what I mean is be patient, box up, you know, sit back, relax, you know, ease up, take shots if you know you're going to be able to get the kill. Meaning if you see someone get lasered for whatever, or you see their shield crack and whatnot, then of course go ahead and take shots at them and things like that. If you previously saw in the previous clip, I was not shooting people until I saw them get lasered, or I was just putting shots on people and going back to going the other way or building up the other way, things like that. Okay, you got to be patient. Okay, you only got to take shots at people when you know you're gonna get a quick, easy kill, or get them close to killing them, things like that. Because if you pressure someone too hard, or if you just start shooting at people randomly, you're drawing more and more attention to yourself, so the rest of the lobby is gonna start concentrating on you. And when the lobby concentrates on you, you're gonna have all types of things flying your way, like RPGs, like a bunch of AR bullets, like grenades, things like that. You have to be patient and actually take chances, take the opportunities when they come to you, right? You know what I'm saying? And if you look in the first clip, it was a perfect opportunity of doing that. The next tip is playing for the high ground at a certain circle. As you can see in the circle right now, after this circle, it was just about before this circle. Before this circle, that's when we started playing for the high ground. You don't want to play for the high ground too early, because if you play for the high ground too early, you have the risk of getting shot down, blown down, people knocking you down, actually, things like that. Okay, and you don't want to risk that chance, because that's just too much of a risk and not enough of a reward. Okay, because mats will be very limited when it gets to the end game. You'll be very limited on where you can find mats. Basically, in the end of the game, bro, finding mats comes to being however many people you kill. If we're just being completely honest, that's when your mat count comes into play. However many people you're killing, and whatever mats they have, they're now your mats. You can't really farm that much when it comes to the end game, because of course there's too many people around, there's not that many mat resources, things like that. So make sure you guys be patient when it comes to playing for the high ground, and be conservative of your mats at all times, because like I said, if you run through your mats in the end game, of course you're going to be screwed. You're going to have people all around you, you're going to have people above you, beside you, beneath you, behind you, and of course if you blow through all your mats, how are you going to defend yourself against grenades, ARs, shotguns, RPGs? You have to be conservative in your maps, and basically be patient with how you're playing with your materials. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so on to the next step. The next step is third partying is the absolute key. Third party all your opponents. As you can see, most of my kills came from third party. You see how he's not paying attention, and I came behind him and pumped him? And I don't even know how much damage I did, but I know it wasn't that much. Look at him. You got to third party people at all times in order to actually achieve it, because like I said, most of the time when you're in a one-on-one gunfight and things like that, people are not going to let you have the fair fight. Of course, you're going to get someone one shot and they're just going to shoot you your kill, or they're going to shoot you, things like that, messing up the whole vibe of it. You don't want to be too anxious and aggressive for it, because like I said, they can steal your kill and then you're weak and low HP and they just got the hell for the kill. Now you're in deep trouble. You know what I'm saying? You got to be patient and you got to be calm in these type of tournaments. Okay, the third tip is be conservative of your time. Now, in all honesty, of course, playing for placement would be the number one key to actually winning these type of tournaments, but at times you cannot play all. With Winter Royale, you have about 4 hours. Each game takes about 30 minutes. Okay, it's hard to get 15 consistent placement games in 15 minutes. So what I highly recommend doing is at least taking a couple games to W key and actually go out and just be really extremely aggressive for kills. Doing that will actually increase your chance of getting points. You probably slay out, get 5 or 6 kills, and those 6 extra points could actually mean a difference in the end of the tournament. You don't want to be too out there and things like that. Now, you don't want to WP every game and things like that. You do not want to WP every game. You don't want to be too aggressive every game. You have to play for the placement at some times, but at some point in time, to just get that extra feel of points and extra vibe of points, you have to play, and you have to really, I wouldn't say mix it. I'd say out of the 15 games, it would be best for you to W key at least 5 of them. You know, it's up to you on when you want to decide all 5 of those games, but in all honesty, as you see times winding down and you have about 4 or 5 games left, W key 2 of those games. Alright, and play placement for 1 game. And you know what I'm saying? Play as far as you can in that game, and hopefully you can get out of that game to get into the overtime time period, or the time period of when the tournament has ended but you're still in the game. But those are my tips for you guys. Me and my partner Jaleel Love ended up getting a ridiculous amount of kills. In the EU tournament, on the first tournament, we got about 67 kills with no wins. In the second tournament, we got around 50, 60 again kills. And this tournament right here, we ended with, I think, 59 kills, and we ended up getting like 50 plus placement points. So like I said, being patient is the absolute key. We ended up placing in this tournament with 113 points at 1,314th place. But yeah, that's how we did it. You guys can't lose confidence. You can't lose courage as well, guys. You guys got to be completely confident in each other. You guys have to consistently practice. In some of these clips, I was actually duo no filling to actually get a feel and vibe for just in case I had to clutch up by myself, or if I got separated from my teammate during the end game, to practice my aim, my headshots, my thirsting, my material count, things like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smack that thumbs up button. Make sure you comment if you have any questions. How many points did you get in the tournament? Comment down below and let me know if you placed in the tournament. Let me know what place you came in. Let me know some of your tips and things like that. Let me know how you guys' tournament went, what you guys thought of the tournament, things like that. I really appreciate you guys' support. We're on the grind for 500 subscribers on YouTube. We're also on the grind for 2,000 followers on Twitch. I really love and thank you guys. I can't quit this shit for you guys, man. I love and thank every last one of you. I really appreciate you guys. Happy holidays to everyone out there. If you're watching watching this around that Christmas time. I hope everyone has a happy and safe holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, things like that. Happy New Year, things like that. I hope everyone enjoys it. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you all for the support. We'll be on top soon, boys. I can assure you that. It's your boy Donsky G, and I'm out, y'all. Simple. Deuce, bitch.